This is the Reds Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Cincinnati Reds. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Good evening, Reds fans, and welcome to another edition of the Postcast brought to you by Locked On Reds and the Locked On Podcast Network. I'm Tim Daniel. I am a lifelong Cincinnati Reds fan, and unfortunately, I've been podcasting about this team for 5 years at publications such as Late Night Reds and the Riverfront, and I feel sorry for you that you have to sit through watching a god-awful performance tonight of the Cincinnati Reds, blowing a 7-run lead against the Milwaukee Brewers to lose 10-8 at home at Great American Ballpark. If you're just checking my show out for the first time, welcome. We're so happy to have you here. Please be sure to hit that notification button so you can not only get my show after each and every Reds game, but you can get Jeff Carr and Stephen Offenbaker Monday through Friday on Locked On Reds. This episode is brought to you by Monarch Money. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. Well, on tonight's show, Christian Yelich. Once again, Christian Yeliched us. Defense, or lack thereof tonight. Awful. And the offense decided that they didn't want to try to do anything to help out either. And it led to the worst loss of the season. Let's talk about it, shall we?
This is what you'll be talking about.
8-1 lead in the second inning against your division foe, who are playing the best baseball of anyone right now in the world. You got to win that game. There's no way you let that game go away. There's no excuse to let that game get away. And there are a lot of things that we can go through here, and there's a lot of things we can blame this game on. And I know a lot of people are going to point to Nick Martinez, and he wasn't good tonight by any means, but his defense did him no favors. And what we got tonight from everybody all around was awful. And there are so many bad things here to go around. And what you saw tonight is the difference in these two teams and why one is doing what they're doing and the other's doing what the Reds are doing. It's the simple fact that the Cincinnati Reds just unacceptably lose games that they should win. Jake says it here, still love this team. I do too. I absolutely still enjoy this team. I still really like watching this team on a night-to-night basis. They're still a lot of fun for me. But this is a flat-out embarrassment of a loss. It's one thing that, you lose to the Brewers. They do amazing things. They've played just this unbelievable hot streak of baseball now for a while. Okay, sure. Yeah, I can live with that. It's blowing the game the way you did. It's if you get outplayed, you get outplayed. That's fine. I mean, that's what they do to people. But the Reds beat themselves more than the Brewers beat the Reds tonight. Let's call it what it is. There's so many things there. We're going to get to that in the next segment. But we're going to go most importantly to why are we still pitching the Christian Yelich? Have we not learned? How many of his all of his career cycles, all three of them against the Reds tonight, he was a triple away from his fourth career cycle, and all four would have been against the Cincinnati Reds in his career. What are we doing with this? Why have we not learned? It's at this point, it's insanity. What's it, as they say, they do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result? There's no way you can expect a different result at this point. Like, he just kills you, and he's killed you forever. And you still find a way to let him kill you. Now, one of those plays, I can get it. You can talk about the Ellie Key Bryan almost clash thing. Sure, but you still pitch to him. And I get one of those times he has the bases loaded ahead of him, and you really have a choice but to pitch to him there. I get it. But it's, 1-0 and no one's on ahead of him. Pitch around him. I'm not saying you got to walk him, but don't give him something he can just drive over the left field wall like he has forever. And you did that. Way to go, Nick. Round of applause for Nick Martinez tonight, everybody. And then you go into, like I said, it gets the one play there when everything's just kind of melting down defensively. That sucks. And look, he's great. He's absolutely awesome. There's a reason he's a former National League MVP. And Steve says it every day when the Brewers are coming to town. Don't pitch to Yelich. I say the same thing. Don't pitch to Yelich. You know what he does? He kills you. He crushes you. He ruins your day. Now, if you take Christian Yelich's 4 RBI off the board, the Reds win today. Gee, what if you didn't pitch to him? What if you just said, look, dude, like, you may get a hit off me, but I'm not throwing you something right down the middle. All right? I'm not giving you something that you can drive. The Reds don't, like, this is a new manager system, right? This is a new coaching staff. Derek Johnson, you've been here for this. You were a Brewers coach before the Reds coach. Stop. Let him go. Just let him walk down the first base, take the bat out of his hands, and see if someone else can beat you. Now, Andrew Vaughn did obviously do something to beat the Reds tonight, and, let someone else other than Yelich beat you, and Andrew Vaughn certainly made his case for that. Kyle corrects me here that he had 5 RBI. My apologies. It's even worse. So the Reds would have won by 2 runs, 3 runs. I can't math tonight. I'm so frustrated. And if they just, didn't let Christian Yelich destroy them. But that's not all of it. I get it. The Reds obviously have a lot of bad things to blame on this game. But that certainly seems to play the biggest part, is that they just don't seem to figure out that Christian Yelich is Ken Griffey Jr. against them. No, we're not talking Cincinnati Reds Ken Griffey Jr. We're talking like 1997 Ken Griffey Jr. here. We're not talking and they just seem to just let him. I get he's a great player. I get the Brewers are a great team. Pat Murphy is obviously an incredible manager. He has these guys playing really well. You tip your cap. They came in with a 13-game win streak, and their win streak's still going. I get all that, but you can't blow that game. You can't lose it. And if the same guy keeps beating you, you have to find a way to not let him beat you. Feel like that's pretty common knowledge. But even though Christian Yelich did his damage tonight, he wasn't the sole reason the Reds lost tonight, because their defense was also atrocious tonight as well. We're going to break down all the ways it went wrong tonight right after this. Time to fuel up and turn it up with 5-Hour Energy Transfusion. It brings the bold grape, ginger, and lime flavor of your favorite golf drink, minus the alcohol, into a quick, energizing shot. Whether you're sinking birdies or just making memories with friends, this one's a hole-in-one for your energy game. Let's be honest, some days on the course or off it, you just need that extra boost to stay sharp and energized. Today, I really struggled to get to the day job. I was really tired. I was struggling. A 5-Hour Energy gave me the boost I needed. And it's just like when you're out there on the golf course, right? Golf is all about good times with good people and good flavors, of course. The grape ginger lime flavor gives you the best parts of your clubhouse go-to without chasing down the bev cart. If you go to 5hourenergy.com today, that's the number 5hourenergy.com, you can use my promo code LOCKEDONGolf to receive 20% off your order. The offer is only valid until September 30th on one order and cannot be used with other promotions. This code is not good on subscription orders. Whether you're meeting up with friends or trying to turn 18 holes into 36, get the energizing boost you need to power through. Order transfusion-flavored 5-Hour Energy shots today. Most people can't name all their financial accounts or even what they're worth, whether it's 401k, properties, or investments. And when you don't have the full picture, you can end up leaving money on the table. That's why there's Monarch Money. It's an all-in-one personal finance tool that brings your entire financial life together in one clean, easy-to-use interface on your laptop or on your phone. Monarch Money does all the heavy lifting for you. You can link all your accounts in minutes, see clear data visuals, get smart categorization of your spending, and finally feel in control of your money without ever touching a spreadsheet. I linked all of my accounts in Monarch Money and immediately spotted a few subscriptions I wasn't even using. Canceling those along saved me money every month. Monarch Money makes it simple to review my finances with my partner, and we can both see budgets, goals, and spending activity in one place. Don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com in your browser to get half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with code LOCKEDONMLB. Want to shout out our everydayers here on the postcast who are here on the good and bad, and tonight obviously the very bad as we discuss a brutal Reds loss tonight. Apparently we have some Brewers fans in here tonight who think it's really fun to be jerks, but kudos to you guys. Your team got the win tonight, so enjoy it. If you're just checking me out for the first time, again, thank you so much. It's great to have you here. Please be sure to hit that notification button so you can get Jeff and Steve Monday through Friday on Locked On Reds as well. If we are scoreboard watching tonight, which we are, thank God that it's not terribly bad, because the Mariners are now up 11-9 on the New York Mets as well, as we try to grab that last wild card spot. But we move on and we talk about the turning point tonight's game.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
So I'm going to go with Ellie De La Cruz not be able to turn a double play, which leads to a conversation tonight about a lot of god-awful defense. If this was like one part, okay, it's a bad play, you move on. But there was a lot tonight. So there's that play there. There's a missed double play. There's Ellie and Brian Hayes both going in the same direction, knowing a collision's coming when Yelich is up at the plate, and neither of them come down with it. No communication there. That's frustrating. Noelvi Marte just like watching a ball go in the gap that leads to a triple. That's irritating. Tyler Stevenson not be able to field a bunt. That's maddening. This is just a flat out awful. Oh, and how can we forget second base extraordinaire? You guys all want to complain about Matt McClain all the time. What did Gavin Lux do at second base tonight? Bobbled a ball that led to some more runs. Gavin Lux did hit the bat really well. I will give him that. But just the fact that tonight they played the way they did is frustrating. And the fact that like they keep finding ways to do this stuff is just so maddening, because they should have won the game. I mean, look, how many times have I said it already? They should have won the game. That game was theirs to win, and they didn't do it right. And they let Milwaukee take over, and they beat themselves a lot too. And that's just a recipe for disaster. And the way the defense played tonight, so many things. I'm sure there's plays I'm not even naming that I can't even think of at the time. But just a freaking brutal outing defensively as well by this team. 3 errors tonight. You're not beating the Brewers with 3 errors. You're not. So that's your fault. You can't blame that on Christian Yelich. I mean, you flat out can't. But I don't know, maybe you live and you learn and you focus tomorrow and see if you can put something together tomorrow. Just get one of these 3, right? Like, that's where I'm at now. And I don't know if they're going to beat Quinn Price or Jose Quintana. I would like to say they are, but after how they played today and what history says against the Brewers, I'm not for certain. Yeah, the Gavin Lux, Matt McClain thing is definitely a coin flip. I just know that Matt McClain has had some bad plays this year. He doesn't drop a bobbled ball hit right to him. That's all I will say on that part as well. Score update on Mariners Mets. Bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Mets are at the bat, and it's an 11-9 Mariners game. So if we're scoreboard watching, maybe the Reds will still only be a half game out as long as the Mets don't put a rally here together. Thankfully, the Mets have not done any rallying throughout this time frame as well. So let's get to our Locked On Player of the Game.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
I mean, realistically, it's Christian Yelich, but since this is a Reds postcast, we have to say somebody. I don't know. Does anyone deserve it tonight? I guess I'll go with Gavin Lux for his 2 hits and scoring and his RBI, and maybe Spencer Steer for 2 runs scored. Yeah, we'll go Spencer Steer. That's where we're at tonight. Unbelievable. You know the last time the Reds had a hit in this game? When they made the lead 8-1 in the second inning. That's the last time the Reds had a hit in this game. They went the rest of the day without a base runner. Well, they put like offense rolled over and died tonight. And they chased Mizorowski out of the game. I know it was kind of like a abbreviated start for him in the first place. But you know, they get DL Hall, they get to him really well as well. And then from there, the Brewers use 6 innings and flat out made the Reds quit. Offense did nothing tonight. Swinging at awful pitches, low and away the whole time. It was just a flat out the worst performance the Reds have had this season. It's a performance that they aren't embarrassed about. They absolutely should be embarrassed about it because that was awful. And again, you know, you got to play, you know, you've played your competition all year. How many times we had that conversation? You play really well against really good teams. You played really bad against really bad teams. This is the one that needs to go in your favor. This is the one you need to go. And I've seen this a couple of times. People are saying that they're blaming Terry Francona for this loss. What did Terry Francona do to cause the Reds to lose this game? Did he have 3 errors? Did he give up 6 earned runs? Like, did he strike out low and away at every single pitch? Like, there are times that I will 1,000% be with you that Terry Francona is to blame for situations for the Reds. Tonight is not a Terry Francona loss game. Tonight is a game that the Reds themselves, the team, beat themselves, and they did a lot of that. But you know what? I guess it's beauty about baseball. You move on. You have another day. Brewers fans that are in here, I know you're having fun with the Reds fans. It's great. Kudos. I know your team's having an unbelievable year. To go ahead and let it out because we're wrapping up here in the next couple of minutes. But the Reds are losers tonight to the Brewers. The Brewers have 10 runs on 17 hits and no errors. The Reds have 8 runs on 9 hits and 3 errors. Your winning pitcher tonight is Nick Mears. He is now 4-3. Scott Barlow takes his first loss of the year. He is now 6-1. And Trevor McGill picks up his 29th save of the year. The Reds are back at it tomorrow at 6:40% Eastern as Zach Lytle takes the hill for the Reds, looking to bounce back from his Pittsburgh start. He is 9-8 with a 3.60 ERA. He'll be going against Quinn Preister, who is 11-2 with a 3.49. First pitch is at 6:40, so hopefully we are having a better day tomorrow. I will see you all tomorrow night. I'm Tim Daniel. If you have some bourbon you need to drink to go ahead and get through this one, I don't blame you a bit. Enjoy it all. I'll see you all tomorrow.